All right, we got Sophie. So just kind of letting her sniff around. She just works with her as a puppy. She doesn't come out in the field very often. Actually, I don't think they ever bring her over. We just walk her down the street, play in the backyard, walk in the street. We've got an older couple for family, right? Sophie is she's a e-collar success story. Uh, their son had trained lab to be a hunting dog. Yay, go girl! And he used the e-collar, and we did all the normal puppy stuff when she was young. You don't like my hot dogs? You don't like my hot dogs? Huh? Good girl. But she was just big, big puppy, right? For an older couple, and we were trying to rehome her for a minute. They didn't want to, but felt they needed to. It would be best for her. Good girl. Um, but then their son was like, "Why don't you? Why don't we train her on the e-collar?" So they did. She's in a great home, right? What are you? Just over 2 years now, right? So they're really good people. Just she was too much as a puppy, right? Good girl. So, anyways, they put her on e-collar. Uh, they started to use it to help with the walk. And when she's being a little crazy, right? She's jumping on the neighbors. Boop. She stopped jumping. She's excited about the neighbors, right? Their friends. Yeah, oh, good girl. Look, see, nothing's wrong with her, right? She's a good puppy, and that's what he said. He was like when he was telling me about it, he was like, I was afraid it would take all the puppy out. We didn't want the puppy out. We just wanted it calm down some. And it's like, yeah. So they could have done all the stuff I was telling them to do, but it's a lot of mechanics, a lot of patience is hard for a lot of people. Good. Sit. Good. Heel. Good. Right here. Good girl. Uh-oh. So I think they mostly do a heel for play. He was telling me, right? They have her heel up, and then they'll toss the ball. Good. Down. Or you might be a lie. Are you a lie? Oh, ready? Sit. Down. Oh, good. Oh, there's a hot dog in your ear. Oh, there's a hot dog in your ear. Ooh. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. You're a good puppy. Are you a good puppy? You're a good puppy. Are you ready to play? You done walking around now? So, anyways, good girl. Thought she was coming to me, man. She hit the least pressure. I didn't call her or nothing. It's okay. They can fly by, right? Pressure. You wait. You can you can go to your smell when you stop pulling. Good girl. Right? So all this talk about tools are so terrible. Look, I thought that too until I started seeing evidence. All the science based. Remember, movies based on a true story is a lot of embellishments. So when they say science based, shut up. And it's like good girl. Like Robert Cabral says, he says what they do in these studies where they get these bad reactions to the tools is they're going in to prove that, right? So they do food work and then they do prong collar or e-collar work where all they're doing is just bopping them. They're not teaching the dog how to avoid it, right? Most people these days do uh, condition to the tools with food, anyways. And I'll tell you how this is how simple-minded or uh, what's the word? Brainwashed these people are. Susan Garrett, okay, one of the greatest positive only people. I say positive only because she uses head halters, right? So, and Ivan Balbanov is an e-collar guy, right? He's a games guy, but he uses e-collars. So he said well, what do you think about the head halters? So she went into this. Oh well, I do all this work to condition the head halter in a positive way where they can avoid the pressure of it. And he's like, yeah, that's what we do with e-collars and prong collars too. Now, not 100%, but when they're going to have the dog on them, that's exactly what they do. They beep it, give them food. Beep it, give them food. Beep it, back up, give them food. Same thing she does. But she's so brainwashed that tools are so bad and they're so barbaric, right? And they're torture devices that she can't even see that they do the exact same thing with those tools that she does with the tools that she uses. A head halter uses negative reinforcement. Any no pull harness uses negative reinforcement. So anybody that says they're positive only, they're probably not because they're probably using no pull harnesses. They're probably using head halties, gentle leaders. Good girl! Yeah! It's just all stupid human labels of crap. You can use anything in a bad way, you can use anything in a good way. More often than not, a training tool keeps dogs in homes than is abusing dogs. And that's not what the left wing lunatics would have you believe. I like calling them left wing lunatics. Overly progressive. Good girl. Now, here's the thing. One thing about Susan Garrett though, that is good, is she's not one of the ones that says other trainers shouldn't use those tools. So some of them are like, you're a trainer that uses them properly, but you still shouldn't use it because those people, those are the bad ones. The good thing about Susan Garrett, even though she's kind of sanctimonious and self-righteous, hey, good girl, yeah, good girl, right? So she's got that "I'm better than you" kind of feel, virtue signaling, bull crap. Good. She at least isn't like because I don't use them, you can't use them. That's 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 the left wing lunatic part. Some people just don't want to use them, and they understand that people use them properly. They just don't like it. That's fine because that's opinion. That's how you feel. That's the way you want to be. You do however you want to do it, and leave other people alone. The thing is, there's a lot of people trying to get all the stuff regulated and banned, and they're not doing any work in shelters. They're not doing any work keeping dogs in homes. Sophie, yeah, good girl. Good job. Here, let's play. Anyways, tools aren't terrible. It's the fool behind the tools. Is that what they say?